Hey there, it's day 73. This is Juju. And today I think I'm going to talk about balance and how you find balance during difficult times. Um, this morning I felt unsettled by what's happening in the world, particularly with this administration. I so disagree with everything this administration is doing, and then that can lead to your own confusion and indecisiveness, anger. It's very easy to get worked up. And so here are just, the process that I used today to come back to myself. So I have a morning routine that I do, my habits, which were inspired by Francisco Colin Bassanez. So every morning there are certain things. I read something mindful. I read a social justice book. I meditate. I usually walk a 1 mile loop, do 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, and 20 60 Pilates moves. So a little physical exercise, the spiritual, the social justice, and I make this video, I make another video. And those habits are tied to my values. So when I want to try to find balance, I come back to my values. So I think it's helpful. This is something that I learned from The Light We Give, to identify what are your top values and then to see, are you living your life by your values? And so if you're making a decision of what you're going to do on a certain day, kind of say, how does this align with my values? So I've talked about this before, but my top 6 values are gratitude, joy, nature bathing, love, service, and justice. And so when I was feeling just unsettled with it all, I came out to this swing, which is my family swing underneath the redwoods. I can lay here and just nature bathe in my backyard. And my feet are on these stepping stones that were made by my father. This swing belonged to my paternal grandmother and was covered by my maternal grandmother. And when I was growing up in Reading, we would, because it was so hot, we'd always come out and sit on the swing. So this is a safe place for me. I put my feet on these stepping stones that my father built. I feel his presence. I feel my grandparents, my mother. I think about my family and how fortunate I was to grow up with the family that I had. And so there is my gratitude. And to lay here and look up these redwoods, there's my joy and my nature bathing. Then love comes with all of it. And then service and justice. So I'm not happy with things that are happening in the world. So what did I do? I made some phone calls to my representatives and gave them feedback. I will protest on Saturday. I'm going to go to the Capitol. I think I'll do a whole video about that tomorrow. And service and justice, a couple hours, I'm going to go volunteer with Neighborhood Justice, which is a restorative justice diversion program for first-time offenders to have them take accountability for what they have done, try to repair the harm rather than going to jail and prison. So there is service and justice. Then I'm going to go play pickleball with friends, and that's both, a little health and a little joy. Also out and, out. It always feels better to be sitting outside. I felt the difference between being in the house and just coming out and sitting on the swing. After pickleball, I'm going to go to my African dance class that I do every Thursday. And then a group of us is going to go out to dinner and hear live music. So it'll be a full day. I need to prep and get ready for that. But that's what gives me balance. I came out here when I was feeling unsettled and I meditated for 10 minutes underneath the redwoods. Then I did another 5-minute meditation, feeling with my feet on this, I feel my dad's presence when I put my feet on these blocks that he made. These blocks are, you know, over 60 years old, undoubtedly, and they've been brought to this place, and this is just like a little sacred corner. And that's, the good that I can do, I will do, and the rest, I'm going to let it go. So that's just my perspective and giving you a little viewpoint. The anger and the outrage that I could very easily get very worked up. But what does that do? It only is hurting me unless I take some action, like making the phone calls or protesting or not buying, if I don't like billionaires, then don't buy things from them. So it's the action that you can take and then come back to the present moment. So I'm going to go out and maybe I can make somebody stay. Maybe I can smile, be kind, be nice, just be pleasant, not rude and angry. And so I'm going to sit here for a little bit and just look at the redwoods and prepare for the rest of the afternoon. So that's a little, my experience of how I find balance in this chaotic, crazy world. All right, this is Juju, obviously unfiltered, unscripted, and unedited. And lead with love and have a beautiful day.